Hey, so do you guys notice that sometimes you can get lost and it's a way of getting lost that is just incredibly stupid. That happened to me yesterday. I went to go visit a friend who just moved in with her boyfriend. And I know that I tend to get lost very easily. I mean, like this. If I would have a backyard, I would be able to get lost in my backyard. It is that bad. But I don't get lost that much anymore because of the Google Maps and the Street View and all that. So I kind of tend to get there in the end easier than I used to. But yesterday was not one of those days. It was the stupidest thing I've done in a while. And luckily she knows me, so she thought it was one of the funniest things I've done in a while. And actually, I tend to agree with her because it really was. Um, so here's what happened. She lives, I think, about 15 minutes away from where I live, and that's on foot, right? But of course, I managed to make it more difficult. I figured that from where I live, I have to go on the subway first, or the metro, whatever you want to call it, and take one stop, which is not very far, to the next metro station, and then walk in between houses and roads and stuff like that. Which is about a 10-minute walk, and then I'm there. So that's what I figured, right? I also know that if I have to walk in between streets and houses that I don't know, that I'm gonna make a wrong turn somewhere. So before I went, I looked up on Google Maps and did the Google Street View and did the entire thing on Google Street View just so that I would be sure I would recognize the streets. So as I leave the house, I walk to the subway station, take the one train, get out, and start walking what I thought was the right direction. It was, but at some point I came near a street that I didn't recognize, which made me believe that I took a wrong turn anyway. Which made me realize, you know what, the easiest way to do now is to go back a bit to the last part that I still recognized. So I start walking back. And I figure out, I have Google Maps on my phone. So I start that. I start to look at it. I'm like, well, okay, it takes the time to load and I have to find the street that I'm looking for. And so it's taking too long and I'm still confused. So I figure, you know what, I know by now which way I have to go. But it's like this build up area with many houses. So I figure, you know what, I'm going to get confused here. I'm going to get even more lost. It's going to take forever. So I do it the old fashioned way and I ask for directions. Eventually, I arrive at her house and we have a great time. And obviously, we're laughing at me getting lost as usual. And of course, as me being late as usual, because that just tends to happen. When you get lost and when you are not very time oriented, which I am not, you tend to be late on your best day. And now I was very late because it was not my best day, obviously. So I'm there and she's showing me the house. We're having a lovely time. And, it's all good. We're having fun. And eventually, I want to go home. So I ask her, listen, I got completely lost. So I have no idea how to get back to that subway station now. So can you point me in a direction at least? And she says, well, why did she have to go to that subway station? What are you going to do there? So I tried to explain to her that I have to take the one train back to where I live. And she says, well, actually, you don't. Because the metro station where you live is right down the road. Excuse me, I say. It's where? She said, it's closer than the one where you came from. Right. And even better than that. When I got lost walking, and the point I didn't recognize it anymore, and I turned back, and I got even more lost. Turns out that I was pretty much in front of her house at that point. So all in all, what happened is I took a train that I didn't have to take. I got lost in an area I didn't have to get lost in. I thought I was lost when I was in front of her house, almost literally. It was like 100 yards. And I got so confused. And I thought it was just the most hilarious thing I've ever done. Not ever done, but like it's been a while since I've been that stupid. And it's one of the funniest things, because I'm like, only I can manage this. And I realized, no, not only I can manage this, only people with their minds all over the place can manage this. So yeah, I was having fun. We're having fun about it. And you know what? That's one of the things. Every now and then you can have issues with yourself, but if you can laugh about it, it's okay. Just have fun, whatever you do. Just have a good time. I know I'm having a good time with telling you this and just thinking how stupid it is to do weird things, but it was a sunny day, it was a good day, and none of us were in a rush, so it's all good. All right, see ya. Bye.